What up, what up, what up, what up? This your boy Tales from a G, Just Keep It Real podcast. Y'all know what it is. But before we get started, let's go ahead and hit that subscribe button, that big red button. Hit that subscribe button, people. I know y'all can do better than what y'all do, but y'all be slacking sometimes. But it's all good, though. If this your first time to the channel, welcome. If this your second, third time, or fourth time back, then you know what's happening. If you want to show me love, I'm going to show you love anyway. Remember, people, I'm in the crypto. I always leave in the comment what you want me to talk about, what I'm invested in. Just ask the boy anything, right? So y'all see the title. Anytime I'm with my kids, it's gonna be daddy daycare. Cam, tell the people what's up. So I'm with my youngest son today. I'm telling you what's up. Lean over to the camera and tell them what's up.
What's up?
Yeah, so I just want to make a quick video, man. I ain't gonna be long, but I want to make a quick video to all the kids across the world. You know, there's every color, but for all the black kids across the world that, you know, there's you know, looking for some kind of hope, a sign of things to get better. I want to say this: what I do as a father, you know, and a black father, you know, a lot of people, a lot of us in my community, we can do better if we chose to. But there's a lot of guys and a lot of fathers in this era, in this time, they just walk away from anything. But more important, they walk away from responsibility because they're afraid to become a man. See, the standard of becoming a man is bigger than, you know, the standard of somebody confused about what sex is. See, a lot of people want to have sex, but all the guys out there that's worrying about sex and pressuring a female and in that position right now, I got one thing for you: that a boy can make a baby, but it take a man to raise that child. You know, because a lot of people in this era, they confused. And let me say this, there's a lot of men confused as well. So when you become a parent and you're a young parent, sometimes you got to learn and find out things along the way. It's not that you're ready or you're not prepared or you're prepared. You got to learn some things along the way that may be challenging, but you don't supposed to give up. See, a lot of our black guys, they end up in prison. A lot of our black guys is, you know, view different because their father haven't put them in position. Their father haven't given them a word of encouragement. Their father didn't believe in them. And so if you out there right now, I want to let you know how important it is sometimes to have a talk with your son and get them away from the women. Yes, yeah, I'm talking to somebody out there right now that's saying they just pay child support. That ain't enough. If you're paying child support right now, that ain't enough, because the world's saying that, you know, they up against everything. The world's saying that, you know what, I don't care nothing about your mom and your dad ain't been in your life. I ain't care nothing about your mental health. I don't care nothing about the people that don't believe in you. We're going to hold you to a standard. So all the people that's out there, especially the black people and the black fathers out there watching this video, you know, learn something from it. I call it daddy daycare anytime I'm with my kids. So all the fathers out all across the world, you know, come join me and make your daddy daycare and show me what it is to be bonding with your son. And, you know, your daughters too, because I got girls and boys. So y'all gonna see more of this right here coming to you. But I just, you know, it's something simple. We just went to go get something to eat from Zaxby's, but it's the principle and it's the thought that count. You know, it's the thought that counts sometimes. Sometimes we think that if we ain't doing something big with our kids, or we ain't taking them to a fancy restaurant, or, you know, taking them to a store to get them everything in the world, then we ain't really doing that. But it's time in life that they gonna remember. It's the time that you spent. It ain't gonna be all the money that you spent, right? So I know it's a lot of fathers out there that's also getting a bad rap for the position they in. You know, for wives that they feel like they're paying child support. Some fathers feel like they reach out enough, but everything they doing, it seems like it ain't working, because some people along the way, they get bitter because of these relationships, right? And one thing I tell people all the time, that when you have a child with somebody, a child don't keep nobody together. You got to know how, you got to already have that mother's spirit in you or that father's spirit in you before then. You know, not everybody that make a child been chosen to be a parent. You know, they just been having sex. And a lot of times with people, especially being young, you know, a lot of people don't have no guidance because the relationship with their mother and father has been damaged. So they, you know, if you don't have no parenting or no kind of co-parent or father figure or nobody to look up to, then, you know, you're gonna make some of the same mistakes. But I want to let all the fathers know across the world that sometimes just because the mother ain't step up, I know things may be hard because we can't give the same nurturing, but we got so much more to offer. far as being a leader. Heavy head for the ones who carry the crown. Heavy head for the one who carry the crown. Life ain't always gonna be sweet. Life ain't always gonna be at the top of the world where you want to be. But when you believe in yourself, you can start to see some of these things come true. That's one thing about dreams. The next child looking for that dream, that aspiration. So I'm making this video, to let fathers that across the world, if you're a young father, you gonna have to. It gonna be some things that you got to figure out. But like I said, things that I do like this video, I can't get enough, views for it. I'm not looking to get no views because by the time I reach one person, that's my 1 million views right there. So you got to think about it. There's a lot of people in the world that got something to say but won't speak up. It's good for probably the neighborhood, probably good for your friends, but it's bad for the culture. How many people gonna speak up? How many people on the Instagram, the Facebook, the Twitters, gonna be a part of, gonna make it their daddy daycare video? I wanna see how many people can make a daddy daycare video. Because I see everybody buying the drip, I see everybody buying the Cuban links and the APs and the Rolexes, but you ain't taking care of your kids though. No woman should tell no man to spend time with their child. I ain't talking about child support. I be on the women a lot, but let me say this real. It's a lot of fathers that can do the mama and the father job. Now you can't replace her, but you can do, you can show the same amount of love. You can't replace the opposite sex, but you can show the same amount of love and show what you're doing. A lot of times we don't do enough on our part, but we're looking to blame all the blame and the shame on the next person. It don't work like that. So I'm telling all the people out there and all the kids that, looking for a father that may be that may be getting, that boy may not be getting feeling life. Don't give up. Not yet. Don't give up, because there's still a lot of living to do. If you believe in yourself, there's still a lot that can get done and will get done, but you got to believe in yourself. So for that little girl, that little boy that's out there searching right now for a home, searching for a father, I'm gonna let you know that I've been in your shoes, coming up from a single parent household, just keep your head up, because we all gonna experience things different in life. Everybody's experience is gonna be different. Everybody's story not gonna be the same. You can have similar stories that will make us be able to bond and understand one another. But only a very few many people gonna get in front of the camera and do what I'm doing. You can't look for the whole world to do this real, because if it was that easy, everybody in the world would be telling their story and telling how good of a father they is. I may fail at a lot of things in life, but as long as I'm being the best father I can be, then I'm winning. Money come and go, friends come and go, family, they come and go. But being a parent is here to stay for always. Once you're a parent whether you're dead and you're gone. So I want people to know how important it is, how big that is right now. If you're out there and you're one of those parents, it's once in a lifetime that you will come across a video like this. But I made it for my son, and I took him to Jackson. I just want to share a little bit of love and inspiration, with y'all, how important he is to me. The simple things in life that we forget, that we forget about. We focus on so many other things in life, but you got to be focused with your kids and make sure that relationship right. Someone gonna get big and someone gonna get lost along the way, but your job is to redirect them and keep being a parent. Words not gonna always come out how we want them to come out, but you got to understand, people, when you hear those words, it's a difference in words not coming out the way I want them to come out, and do somebody love me or not. See, a lot of people confused about that. They can't distinguish the two. So it's hard for some people to understand the difference. It's some people confused about that right now. What is love? Because you show me tough love. In this era, if you're not being sensitive, then the youth, they can't really understand that, because they think that tough love ain't really love. You don't love me because you being tough. You don't love me because you don't see it my way. Well, that ain't always true. Some of these things you should have been told no when you were small. You should have been told you was wrong when you were small. You should have been taught the right way when you were small, so when you grow up, you'll know what is wrong, difference between wrong and right. You know, a lot of people growing up and they never been told what's wrong, so they grow up doing the wrong thing, thinking it's right. So all the fathers out there, this is really a video for y'all and inspiration and motivation for y'all. You know, if you're out there and you know your job ain't paying you enough, don't give up, because your blessing is still on the way. You know, we're gonna have stumbling blocks and problems along the way, but don't give up. Always believe in yourself. You know, when you believe in yourself, you know, things gonna start to happen. You know, a lot of people won't believe in your dreams and your aspirations and everything that you see. But you know, being a parent, being a father, you know, it comes with many different levels. You know, it comes in many different ways and levels. So you know, in life, you know, it's gonna be challenges. But I want to let you know, I get on here and let my son know how important it is, you know, to hear a word of encouragement for his father. Because see, one thing about the world, every little boy that grow up, they're gonna know who is he wanna know one thing. Where my father at, what did he look like, and what did he represent? If you don't show him an example or be a product of that, then he gonna grow up being lost and being bitter and angry. You know, to a certain point where he gonna say, well, I don't care. And you, what do you mean I don't care? You understand you don't care because you know you was taught that your father was never in your life. You probably ain't got one letter that your father gave you. You probably ain't remember one time he knocked on the door. You probably ain't remember one phone call or text or email or nothing. You know, because bad relationships sometimes. So it's important for men to come out more and step up and do what I'm doing. You don't need a woman, you don't need your mama, nobody tell you this right here. This is something that when you become a man, the same unconditional love that you didn't have or you have, that child need now. Don't bring another child in the world and make excuses because that's how your life went. Do something about it and change it. So your child won't, so your son won't experience the same thing you experience. You should want a different experience, and you should want better for your son than what you had. And I just think that it was very therapeutic that I come in front of the camera and do this right here, because I do a lot of different videos, but you know, to the fathers out there, I really want you to understand, you know, what it is, and you know, put things in perspective. That you know, being an older, oh, am I doing something right, or you know, I'm gonna do things. I don't let them know that look, I'm still human and I'm on the way. You know, I need your opinion, because what happened is when our sons go outside, they ain't getting that fair opportunity, that fair chance. So a lot of things happening. We need the relationship and the communication. So a lot of times our kids grow up not knowing the difference between what love is, because you know, they didn't have no OGs, they didn't have no friends, they didn't have no positive role models in their life. So they do the same thing that they think is positive, you know, because they don't have no leaders. They think it is positive, you know, because they don't have no leaders. They don't have the same thing the world used to have. So it's always important, people, if you're a young, same thing the world used to have. So it's always important, people, if you're a young parent, you're an older parent out there, if you're a father, you know, that show your kids unconditional love, because this generation and this era, they're crying out for it more now. You know, I had consequences and repercussions in life when I came along, but those things don't no longer exist. It's like rain. It exists, but it's very in spot places. You know, where it's raining over here, it may not be raining over there. And so that's what I'm talking about when I say it don't really exist. I mean, it exists, but it's hard to find that shit. It's very hard to find it. And so I think as fathers, you know, all across the world, you know, especially the black community, because that seem to have the most, you know, high numbers that way. The fathers are absent and missing, you know, through the woman last trimester. You know, the father's already absent. You know, so these mothers are, you know, up the left to raise the kids by themselves. Now, let me say this because I know it may be some men out there. Now, a lot of these bad relationships, we got to attempt to try to repair them because of the kids, right? We can't call women out their name and then expect to have a dialogue and a communication with these women, right? So when the woman says she's pregnant and you think it's yours, or you take DNA and you find out it's yours, then attempt to have a better communication. We got to do a better job, people, than just letting the courtrooms and the caseworkers and some of these other people come across. We got to do a better job, because see, our sons and our nephews, if they see their leaders and their kings falling, then who do they have to look up to? You got to ask yourself, who do they have to look up to? If you're supposed to be the leader, you're supposed to be the king. You may fall short, but don't never drop your crown. Don't never drop your throne. And see, a lot of us, that's what happened. And that's why you see a lot of our young boys, before they get men, is going to some kind of criminal institution, DJJ, some kind of institution until they get held as adult. These are some of the signs and characteristics and conducts what you see. And we got to do something about it. So when they're young, to change their mindset and the behavior. So when they get of age, they'll understand this is how I'm supposed to move. Even things that can't help them. Now, I mean, one thing I know, a player, but it's so much more. It's so much we can offer. Our states can offer. But we got to start kill the gun violence, things that don't make no sense. And so when I make this video, Daddy Daycare, I'm really honoring my son to let him know how important it is, how much I love him. And if you're out there and you're a father, do the same, because sharing clear, not entertaining to the public where everybody want to do it. That's what make this video so rare, because not everybody can do it. If it's that easy, everybody will be doing it. If it's that easy, everybody will be a father. If it's that easy, everybody so big of a conversation, because everybody don't feel the need. So I want to let all the fathers out there know that you don't have to take your kids to go do something big, outside of being with the mother for them to be happy. We can do a better job, people, than what we're doing, men. Guys, we can do a better job. And I'm not talking, but one, and that's the hard way, as parents, when we see kids got to go down the road. But like I said, daycare, if you want to see more videos like this, I'll be in stores, I'll be all over. Just leave it in the comment and tell me, yeah, I want to see more videos. Show me about your life when you're out, what's going on. At some point this year, I want to bring y'all up close and give y'all the documentary about my hometown, Lynchburg, where I'm from, South Carolina. Bring y'all up close and tell y'all what it is, what I experienced growing up and how it really is back home. I want everybody to know about that. It's a very special place to me in life. And if I get a chance, I want to take you on that. I want to take y'all on that journey with me to show y'all, about the small place in this big world, that a lot of people may not know exists. I will say this much before I end this video. Where I'm from, if you want a job, you can't get a job. Where I'm from, there's no schools. Where I'm from, there's no hospitals. Where I'm from, there's no grocery stores. So my story may be a little different than yours. But if I get a chance, I want to share that with y'all. So like I always say, people, that's all I got for you today. This is probably the shortest video. So if you don't show me love, we're going to show you